Failure in itself is not failure. Failing is not failure. It is a progressive movement towards success. It's a progression towards success. Now, success is measured by the failure experienced. The truth is that if you succeed at something, you wouldn't be able to resonate with success if you had not failed. It is your experience, one time or the other time, 1 or 2 times you ever had experience with failure. You don't know what it means to come out of that attempt victoriously. So that is success. But then, your ability to resonate with failure, to understand what failure means, to appreciate failure on the route to success is what helps you manage properly, handle properly the concept of failure, handle properly the question that pops on your mind and ask you, what if you fail at a particular task you are about undergoing? What are the things you need to really take note of to avoid this failure, which is actually an unforeseen outcome of a task to be undergone or to carry out? What are the things you really need to take note of so that this question is rightly answered inside of you, and then any attempt you put up becomes a success? 1, you have to avoid doubt. Susie Kassem said, doubt kills more than failure ever will. That is because once you doubt an ability inside of you, you doubt an attempt, you doubt the success you could make, you doubt it because maybe you had a level of controversy in the feat you're about to carry. Now, automatically failure sets in because you've been defeated right from inside out. And then whatever you do at it, you are sure you are going to have several contemplation, and once that comes in, once that sets in, the rest is become a story. To muzzle up strength becomes a difficult thing. So you're not going to be combating with your ability to muzzle up strength and the ability to stay focused on the particular thing you want to do. Doubting, having yourself divided in attention, divided in thought, giving yourself easy distraction, self-ignited distraction, automatically would cause doubt, and doubt doesn't guarantee success. Rather, it's a term of failure. You fail when you agree to the terms of failure. So failure in itself is not failure, but when you agree to its terms and conditions, you begin to fail. So doubt is the first thing you should avoid. Secondly is wrong focus. Now, no man is defeated without until he is defeated right from within. It was Eleanor Roosevelt who said that when one is defeated from within, the without is defeated already. So the power lies inside of you. The power is right inside of you. The power for which you want to carry out a thing, the courage that you muster, you muzzle before that time, it stays right within. So you need the right focus to keep going. Now, if you have the wrong focus, you're going to channel energy in the wrong direction. Once you channel the energy in the wrong direction, that's going to give you a serious speed. You often know that when you're on the wrong track, you tend to move faster. So if you shoot the wrong focus, you automatically will get the wrong capture. And once you get the wrong capture, everything is automatic failure. So at the tail end of it, you now have reasons to now see that you have really failed. Avoid wrong focus and avoid doubt. Then next, don't lack in accountability. One of the things that help you guarantee a progressive success is when you are accountable. Accountable to a superior, accountable to a guide, or accountable to your own self, accountable to a guideline. When there are sets of guidelines you need to follow in a particular thing and you are accountable to it, you do a check and balance, or you are being checked oftentimes, you are bound to make a progress. You are bound to make good progress along the line because you have a guide that keeps you true. Now, when you veer off the track, you'll be brought back on track. When you veer off the line, you'll be brought back in line by the guide and by the counsel you get from whoever is the guide or whatever is the guide or whatever guide you have in place. And Amam Huffington said, failure is not the opposite of success, it is a part of success. Now, when you fail at this, who said being accountable, you come back to it, you check it again, you pick it up from there, and you continue. So that failure has been recorded in the line of the process. Automatically, it is a part of it. Until you arrive at the destination where success stays, you are bound to keep checking whether you are progressing, and that is best by ensuring that you mark out the points where failures are. So if there is no failure, you keep progressing. If you hit the target, that's a good one. But if you fail, Mind you that it is what is required to get to that success. The knowledge might be very little, but if you don't follow the principles, you will miss it out. And when you miss it out, you will wonder. If you wonder until you get back on track and get the right route, you will not still proceed to that point of success. Next, avoid overcomplicating things and approach. Don't complicate things. When you make things complicated for yourself, that is a good way to start failing. One thing at a time, one goal at a time, one approach at a time. You don't model up approaches, you don't model up things, you don't model up goals, and you want to fight them all together. One at a time. Now, if you put different things together, automatically you are going to fail. And eventually, at the end of it, you now come to discover that you foolishly decided to undertake a task. Now, to this, Henry Ford said that failure is the opportunity to start again, this time more intelligently. It's the opportunity to restart a thing again more intelligently. So when you fail, it is a call back that you start it the right way. Resonate with failure and learn what it has to teach you. Failure is not failure until you agree to its terms and conditions and decide to relax with it. That is when failure becomes failure to you, and then you will now be referred to as failure. But I know you won't be that. So learn to pick your lessons from any point you fail and make a good progress. And then the fifth is lack of transparency of operational performance. Now, I mentioned earlier that you do checks and balance. Lack of transparency in operational performance implies that when you are making a task, when you are taking out a task, you check the approaches you've applied, you check the steps you've taken, and make sure it's clear enough. If it is not clear, come back to it and make sure you repeat a process that makes it obvious that yes, you have done this according to what it is. This calls for attention to details. If you don't pay attention to details, you will veer off. If you don't pay attention to details, you are likely to bring in a style that will not work. If you don't pay attention to detail, it's not clear enough. If there's no clarity in an approach, you are bound to veer off the track. So learn to combat. Have transparency observed in every process you indulge in carrying out a task. Ensure there's transparency. Ensure the operational process is clear. Let there be clarity, and then you will be sure. So at that point, you will now know that you have done all of this. What if you fail? It's now going to be well minimized when you come to ask yourself again that what if you fail? You understand? You now have good responses to that quest of your heart. You now have good responses to that quest of your heart. You now have good answers to that quest of your heart that helps you to check whether you were truly prepared. If you can answer all of this and manage it properly, then you are in for a blast. Thank you. Go ahead and make progress. Your friend once again on Friday. Thank you for joining.